So communication and leadership skills goes together. But the whole communication, right? It's how do you learn that? I'm an engineer, so I know I'm structured in a certain way, and I can make fun of that, so that's fine. But with to learn, you know, the leadership and the communication, right? It's not like you read one book or then you memorize it and then you're like, right, give me, you know, my A plus and I'm done and I'm good at it. So what's how do you teach it and how do you get better and improve your skills here?
Yeah, really good question. Now, I'm an engineer myself, and from having taught this for 20 plus years at MIT, one of the challenges is the way I first looked at it and the way my students do is, what's the formula?
Yeah.
What's the formula for leadership? What's the algorithm working?
Write it down, right?
Yeah, right. There's a simple thing. I just write it, memorize it, done. But
Yeah.
as you pointed out, there isn't a simple algorithm. There's no rules. In fact, one of the reasons I wanted to get into a leadership position is because it's more challenging. Engineering, there is a right way to design a plane. There's more than one, but you just have to make sure your lift is greater than the gravitational pull on your weight. You do that, it flies. Okay, right or wrong way, but there's no one right way to network. There's all different ways. There's no one right way to lead.
Yeah.
And so that's what makes it so interesting. So when we want to learn these skills, we have to employ a different technique. We can't just memorize those formulas. The analogy I use is sports. So let's think of football, European football in this case, soccer as the Americans call it. The way you learn football, you don't just say, okay, someone sits down and says, here's how the game works. Here are the rules. You're ready to play. Done. You also don't say, okay, well, we're going to send you to a 2-day football clinic. Great. You went to the clinic. You know everything you need to know about football. Done. Now you can be a professional football player.
Yeah.
And yet, what do we do with people in our companies? We say, well, you're getting promoted.
Yeah.
You've seen people lead, right? Okay, you're good. Or we say, oh, hey, we're going to send you a training. We're going to send you to this 2-day training class. Good. You took the training. Done. Forevermore, you know how to lead. Right? That's silly. So just like in sports, we need to do regular training. We also do different types of training. You might do drills. You might do scrimmage games. You might watch the tape, see what other teams do, see what you do, and you have your plan. So how do we replicate that? The best thing to do is to create peer learning groups.
What will you do to unlock innovation?